Is Charles Oliveira out of his fight with Islam, and is Alex Volkanovski in?
Yes. All of that is true.
For we have yet another change in the main card. This time it's the co-main event, as heavily rumored. Paulo Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev is off. We have a new co-main event. Khamzat Chimaev will take on the former #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet, the former long-time welterweight champion, and now the stakes are even higher because the winner gets a challenge Sean Strickland for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world. It is an official #1 contender matchup, and that's going to make Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman is stepping in.
Let me welcome you to the craziest fight card of the year in this last-minute rush. In less than a fortnight, Alexander Volkanovski and Kamaru Usman, who agreed to enter the fray without a second thought, are ready to fly to Abu Dhabi. The road to UFC 294 began with an unexpected twist. Charles Oliveira, the former UFC lightweight champion, was forced to withdraw from the main event. The reasons: a nasty eyebrow gash sustained in training camp. It was a setback that threatened to dim the lights of the eagerly anticipated matchup.
Round 5 of sparring last night before, he's supposed to jump on a plane today. Splits his eyebrow wide open and had it stitched up last night. Obviously can't fly out there with that.
You pull out, he looks like a jerk. He told the world 3.
Oliveira's announcement sent shockwaves through the MMA world, leaving fans in disbelief. The main event seemed in jeopardy, but the UFC had a contingency plan, a silver lining in a cloud of uncertainty.
The thing to do. There's not many fighters out there that probably would do this, especially in my position. But I always say that I will do these things. I am that guy. I am that guy that will do anytime, anywhere, any weight, whatever it is.
Alexander Volkanovski, the featherweight kingpin. In a move that showcased his unwavering warrior spirit, Volkanovski accepted the challenge to fight on short notice. The offer was unconventional, but this was no ordinary champion. And he isn't just stepping up, he is leaping into the unknown. His training camp transitioned from featherweight to lightweight. A Herculean task is more than just a champion's audacious step into a new division. It's a rematch.
Joe Rogan was talking about Volkanovski. He had beautiful things to say. And he said that Volkanovski is the #1 fighter, pound for pound, in the world. And Joe said they don't have him ranked as #1 in the world because he lost to Islam. And Joe went on to say you easily could have said he won the Islam fight, which is true. I mean, that was a controversial decision.
Short but strong.
Make a rematch happen? Yes, why not?
Abu Dhabi. This time Abu Dhabi.
Yes, that's fair.
These two gladiators had met before, with Makhachev emerging victorious. But this wasn't just a loss for Volkanovski, it was a test of his mettle. He became the toughest challenge Makhachev had faced in recent memory.
I know I could have done more. I could have capitalized on things earlier as well. I did think he was going to be stronger.
Habib told me that he was going to be, he felt that Alex was going to be the toughest challenge for Islam, and that Islam was going to have to grind it, through the end.
So this time Volkanovski has got a chance to avenge his only defeat, but he has less than 14 days.
The Volkanovski crew, him and Israel, these guys are just absolute studs, man. He jumps in and he accepts the fight. This is how we do it, brother. One fight falls out and we end up making a fight that, it's one of the most anticipated rematches ever in that weight class.
Great by name, great by nature. What a man Alexander Volkanovski is, okay? That is sensational. Talk about making the best out of a bad scenario. That's probably an even more compelling fight.
If there's anybody that's going to be in shape, ready to fight a 5-round title fight in 10 days, it's going to be Alexander Volkanovski. But when you hear Islam talk, or you look at his post from Instagram, Islam immediately says, thank you for taking the fight, don't use it as an excuse.
It's probably by far the most adversity, like being how short it is and not knowing, thinking that I was fighting there. But I mean, to be honest, I've never been this excited. So I feel like, there's some things, obviously you got your pros and cons, but I still feel like there's a few pros out of this. Again, I'm so excited. I think I'm going to be a lot more dangerous because of this. And again, if there's anyone that can do this, it's me.
Been a crazy 24 hours, but we made it happen. And the crazy thing is, I hate being put in this position because this was supposed to be the fight. He's a great, very, very good prospect, good contender. It's not new to me. People forget I did it in less than 6 days.
The co-main event was supposed to be bathed in bad blood. Instead, we got mad blood.
Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, by way of Auchi, Nigeria, presenting Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, had long been a force to be reckoned with in the welterweight division. With an impressive streak of victories, he was carving a legacy as one of the greatest fighters in the history of the UFC. He beat some baddest names from the streets to the cage, not once, but twice.
How long after the Kamaru fight did you take off?
I still haven't got over it, brother. I want to Usman's brains out, I think it was 9 months since the first fight that he gained that type of power. Was just nuts to me, it was like unreal, unnatural, because I felt his best punches in the first fight for 5 rounds and never hurt me, never like shook me up good, and then boom, surprise hit in the second fight.
No one cares about you. You're pathetic.
Do you care about me?
No, yeah, right away. That was a fake stoppage, fake rep, fake fight. Wait till I see you next time. Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead. You got unfinished business.
Really?
You better show up.
Really?
I'm coming for you.
Did you recognize that something was wrong with his jaw? Boom, there it is.
No, I watched the fight over, and my coach and my corner told me that his jaw was broken. I didn't even hear them.
Boom, that second right hand.
I didn't even hear them.
Were you surprised the way they stopped the fight?
No.
However, Usman's remarkable journey wasn't without its bumps. He faced Leon Edwards, and in their rematch, a stunning 5th-round knockout cost him his welterweight crown. He fought Edwards again, but there was no change in the outcome. It's been more than 210 days since Kamaru last fought, and we're seeing him again, reviving the dying 294 co-main event as the opponent of Khamzat Chimaev.
The time you didn't have any news of a fight, have you talked to Dana or anyone while you were in town?
Guys, the thing is, and I see a lot of people, obviously you've heard about the whole Khamzat situation. Anybody want to hear that, see that? I went into Dana's office and I said, hey, okay, this is the guy you guys are saying that is the next, the next guy in the division. Okay, give me that guy. I said that to Dana. At the end of the day, I have been and still is the boogeyman of this division.
Usman said he's boogeyman, and all these guys think about me. So when it comes to the fight, they have some surgeries, some problems. So I don't know. I fight with everybody. So ask Dana White. I never said no.
Khamzat so strong, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's a problem for 170 and 185. So Khamzat obviously got a hold of Kevin in the first round.
4th time that Khamzat has 0 punches landed on him in a fight.
That's great.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
We do that when we play UFC games. We're like, holy shit, you didn't even hit me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And that happens how many? Never.
He's struggling at first too. Like he was good. Like Kevin was trying to.
He was doing some Granbies. He was doing some good rolls and shit. But really, Khamzat was in a dominant position the entire time.
Well, I'm taking the fight on 9 days notice, so I don't have to get off that extra 20-something pound. At the end of the day, you know, he's a big guy, but I'm also a big, strong guy. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as we both step on that scale, we win 185, we step into that cage, we're gonna make it happen, we're gonna rumble.
So, the number 4 welterweight in the world, Khamzat Chimaev, is moving up the middleweight, and he will face the number 1 welterweight in the world, Kamaru Usman. So, number 1 versus number 4 at middleweight, Usman versus Chimaev. I will see you in Abu Dhabi.
well, I go out there, I plan on knocking him out. So let's just finish him nice and early.
Last fight. After the last fight, like, we had many questions, but all answers is gonna be in Abu Dhabi, inshallah.
In conclusion, UFC 294 promises to be an extraordinary night of mixed martial arts action. The unexpected turns, the warrior spirit of champions, and the anticipation of thrilling rematches and new challenges have made this event a must-watch for fight fans. Join us for UFC 294, and let's witness history together.